Tonight, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Washington football team and the Carolina Panthers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains, and excited about playing again. That really rekindles things a little bit. I want to see how they come out and establish themselves here early.
And that bye week coming right where they want it in the middle of the schedule. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Panthers will take over now 1st and 10. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
Offense.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll drop the throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. Past the 20, and he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. A big play there on the catch and run, 65 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got to escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. throwing again. Eason. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
3rd and 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Eason. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. From 4 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football. All right, when you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
At their own 25-yard.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And they're coming off a 3 and out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before and realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
someone
well.
else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. He'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
And I know you can't really see it, but that play spells frustration with a capital F for the guys on defense. They covered everyone else, end up going to the running back out of the backfield, and he picks up a back-breaking first down.
A run with Connor on 1st down, going to get about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On the return, Johnson. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their 2nd drive. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. Wide open receiver complete. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Washington 0.
First and 10, Eason. Over the middle, it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Pickup of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal.
They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Washington takes over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On the ground with a tight end. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd and 9 now. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And the Washington
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 31-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Connor on 1st down, working his way forward for about 4 yards. 2nd down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to the huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Conner. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
He'll get this to Conner underneath. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And Washington has made this a 1-score game. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, the touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make our score 14-7. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hunter. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun is Eason. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Eason firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. On 3rd and 2, Eason. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete. It's 4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Back to throw again. Hits his target, Hunter. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
34-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Oh, good return up past the 30. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To throw on 3rd down. Eason, he's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground. Brings up 4th down.
Sets up 4th down.
Down by 8. They say no to the field goal, looking for the end zone on 4th and goal. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. Boy, a real head scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Panthers' 23-yard line.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
48-yard attempt.
And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good, and we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, Eason. Throw left side, complete. It's Fuller. Eason, no gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
53 to mark. 53. Check 53. Let's go.
On 3rd down, Eason. He finds his target, Fuller. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And leads to 3rd down.
third down. Winters, and he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. All square, 14 apiece to score as we get ready for the fourth quarter. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, and the Panthers have taken the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Washington 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And now they'll look to answer working from behind. And remember, this offense has sputtered yet to score here in the second half. They'll need to change that here. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
This turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. So that a double whammy. Not only do you have to give away the football, but the 2 points, that means this is now a 2-score game.
Yeah, and that's tough to deal with, isn't it? This little time left. Those 2 points doesn't seem like a lot, but it means everything now. Those are going to be the ones we're going to look back on. Those 2 points right there, the play of the game.
So here are the Panthers set to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on first and 10.
51 for Mike, 51. Yeah, let's get set, coach.
From the gun, Eason. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked by Kevin Byers. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, first and 10. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. A good start there on this fourth quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe.
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Second and long. That's complete to his running back, Connor. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. We look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
On first down, Winters. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. Now whistles here, and it looks like we've got a Panther that's having some difficulty down there getting up. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Second and 2. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. Second and 7 forthcoming. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7. Looks like he'll throw here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target, and it's third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
To throw on third down, Eason will be left side, and he's got a man. It's Hunter. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
Now Washington down by 9. 1:39 to go. Well, their losing streak in danger of continuing as they come up on first down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 18, and down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
They'll run on first down. Winters. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Winters. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. They'll try to run this one in. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You're looking at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Panthers use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Operating from the gun, Eason, and this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. And around the goal line, especially on 2-point tries, sometimes the QB's best friend is that big target, the tight end.
I love how you described it because you know he's going to have some length and some catch radius as well as a big body to keep people away from the football.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
On first down, Jacob Eason. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That's good for 28 yards.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
From the gun, Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw caught right around the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Operating from the gun, Eason. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
And it's incomplete
For James Conner.
And now we're down to 10 seconds. From the 21 and 2nd and 10.
21-yard line.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Offensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been on EA Sports. For more,